Hi, so my name is Shanti, and recording these videos and posting them are part of overcoming my fear of doing this essentially. But I wanted to share my stories of how I have overcome depression, disconnection, and alcohol dependency, and now live a such joyful life with fulfillment and peace and doing my own thing, which I love so much. And one of the things that I usually work with my clients on, which is a 3 gear system that we already have in place, but we actually don't pay attention to it. And why it's so important to understand this 3 gear system is so we put ourselves in a place of directing our energy and time in a way that it's leading towards our goals. A lot of us is stuck in a go, 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 go mentality, action, 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 action. And it means that either we run in a direction, and then as we run, we forget to look at where we're going and we end up somewhere else and we go, how did I end up here? This is not where we're supposed to go. And it becomes very demotivating. The other one is that we can get stuck into planning and contemplation and thinking how we're going to do it, but we actually don't get to do much. We don't take action on the plan that we put in place, even if we take the decision like on Sunday, I'm starting my business. Sunday comes around and then we're like, oh yes, maybe this name is not so good, and which website and I'm building or whatever else it is that we're doing. I know I'm an excellent planner. I had to train myself to take action. When I was employed in corporate London, I took action all the time. It was easy. Once I started working for myself, I was scared to bits, and I avoided confronting myself and taking action by keeping on planning. Then there is a 3rd gear that a lot of people, especially my clients, I've noticed they're rarely in, and it's the state of being or just enjoying what we have taken action on, what we have planned on. Most people are either switching between planning, action, or they get stuck in one of them, and it becomes a detrimental cycle where they burn out or they don't reach any of their goals that they set up for themselves. But a lot of us never actually stop to enjoy it. And that is so important, because when we enjoy it, when we reflect and look back and we just stop for a moment or for a little bit longer than a moment, this is how we refuel to keep on going with the other 2 gears. So the refueling is so important. You cannot keep on going with either the mental gear of planning and looking ahead and understanding what needs doing and taking responsibility and having conversations and all of that, without actually also refueling that mental energy. And the same thing if you keep on just taking action, and I'm sure you listen to podcasts where very successful people, and for instance, the Airbnb CEO, I remember some podcast with him, and he's like, there came a point where he basically burnt out. And I think a lot of people recognize after the fact that, why did I let all these great relationships in terms of family and friends go? I was working to 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and sure, they're successful, but they haven't actually enjoyed it per se. There's been, for sure, pockets of enjoyment and loving the process, but at one point you just break down, right? And then they realize that there's more to the whole thing. So I would love for you to consider these 3 gears of action and contemplation and planning. But more than anything, how do you refuel in your life? How do you enjoy your life? Because that's what life is about, right? Enjoyment, like appreciation, expansion, understanding, curious, experiencing this wonderful life. So if you like this, give us a like, subscription, or give us a comment. Thank you.